Friends, welcome to today's football prediction on Betkraft. All right, today is another wonderful Saturday morning. As we know, definitely so many games going on across the globe, and we among these games we selected a few of them and looked into in-depth and made an in-depth analysis on these few games and brought it forward for you. Okay, some of these games we'll be looking at in a short while, but I want to use the opportunity to ask those of us who are coming across our video for the first time and you're yet to subscribe. You've not really clicked the subscription button down there. Please do click the subscription button so you do not miss out on our subsequent games, and also you also help us grow and also help us to share the video and also like in that way so that we can reach more audience. All right, that being said, all right, let's head to the business of the day. Without further ado, we had the first match up for the day, and it is in Japanese first division where we have Japanese third division either where we'll have Katala Toyama who will be up against Nagano. Okay, as usual, what we do, we take a look at how these two teams have fared in recent games, and also look at how they have also fared in playing from home and also away. So when you look at the home side, Katala Toyama, they've been able to achieve 4 victories in the past 6 encounters, but they've also had 2 draws. And away side, on the other hand, Nagano have managed just 2 draws and have had 4 losses in the past 6 encounters. So when you look at how both sides have fared from home and away perspective, you can well see that the home side, Toyama, have been able to achieve 5 victories playing from home. They've also had 4 draws as well as 1 loss in the past 10 home games. They've lost just 1. They've been able to win 5 games. All right, but away side, on the other hand, have managed to achieve just one victory in the past 10 away games. They've also had 4 draws as well as 5 losses in the past 10 away games that they have so far. When you put all that together, you see that the home side is far more expected to rise to the occasion. And also looking at the last time both teams met, we saw, which was last month actually, we saw Toyama defeating the side from away by 3 goals to 2. That goes to show that this home side is going to be having that confidence, seeing that they're playing from home and they will be expected to win out shortly in this very encounter. It is the home side to win out shortly. That's our party for this very encounter, and that takes us to the next for the day. And the next game that we have for you today is in Norwegian second division, where we have Stalemate coming up against Stromsgodset. Okay, when you look at the home side, Stalemate, they've been able to achieve 3 victories in the past 6 encounters. They also had 1 draw as well as 2 losses. And the other side, on the other hand, we side have achieved as well 3 wins, 2 losses and also 1 draw in the past 6 encounters. But when you look at how these two teams have fared from home and away perspective, you can also see that the home side have been able to achieve 4 victories from home. They've also had 2 draws as well as 4 losses playing from home. And the away side, on the other hand, have also been able to achieve 4 victories from away. They've also had 1 draw and also 5 losses in the past 10 away games that they had so far. And when you look at this away side closely, you can see that the last 7 away games that they played out so far have actually produced a lot of goals, scoring over 2.5 on those occasions. The last past 7 games that they played from away have resulted in over 2.5. And the home side also in the last 7 home games that they played out so far have also seen over 2.5 on 5 occasions out of 7. So in this very encounter, we do expect goals in this one. And over 2.5 is highly likely, and that's our verdict for this very encounter. Minimum of 3 goals in this very game. That's our verdict, and that will take us to the next for the day, and it is in Finland second division, where we have Kaapa who will be up against KTP. And the home side, Kaapa, have seen just 1 victory in the past 6 encounters. They also had 2 draws as well as 3 losses in the past 6 games that they had so far. And when you look at KTP, their away side, have been able to achieve 3 victories, 1 draw as well as 2 losses in the past 6 encounters. When you look at the performances from home and away perspective, you can as well see that the home side Kaapa have been able to achieve just one victory in the past 10 home games. They've also had 3 losses and as well as 6 draws in the past 10 home games. That goes to show that this team have not been doing very well even when they're playing from home. And with KTP on the other hand have been able to achieve 6 victories in the past 10 away games. They've also had 2 losses as well as 2 draws in the past 10 away games. That goes to show that they've won 60% of their away games, and it is a very strong side. And the last time both teams met saw KTP defeating Kaapa by 2-1. KTP played from home on that occasion. That was in May this year. So it is the home side the away side KTP that is actually expected to rise to the occasion, seeing that they've been very dominant on recent occasions when both teams met. The last 2 times both teams met, I've always seen KTP winning, and they've been doing very well. They've won 60% of their away games, and we do expect them to rise to the occasion once again and win this match out shortly. It is their away side to win that, so I'm ready for this very game. And that will take us to the next for the day. And the next that we have for you is in Russia Premier League, where we'll have Novgorod coming up against CSK Moscow. Okay, Novgorod in the last 6 recent encounters have been able to achieve 3 victories as well as 3 losses. And with side CSK Moscow have managed 4 wins in the past 6, but they've also had 2 draws in the past 6 encounters. And looking at how both teams have performed in the past 10 home games and also past away games. When we look at Novgorod, the home side, they've been able to achieve 2 victories in the past 10 home games, but they've lost 8 out of those. They've had 1 draw and they've lost 7. They've lost 7 games out of the past 10 home games. They've been able to achieve 2 victories, but they've also had 1 draw. That goes to show that it's a very poor team playing from away. They've not been doing very well. And CSK Moscow, on the other hand, is a better side, and they've been able to achieve 4 victories play from away. They've also had 4 draws as well as 2 losses. So they've been able to achieve victories of 40% victory in the past 10 away games. They've also had 40% draw and only 20% losses. So we do expect CSK Moscow doing very well in this one. And the last time both teams met saw CSK Moscow from away defeating this side by 6-2. That was in May of this year, and it's quite recent. And we do expect. And prior to that, also CSK Moscow defeated this side by 3-2. That was in November last year. And putting all that together, we know that CSK Moscow is a stronger side and also a better side to rise to the occasion and win out shortly in this very game. It is the away side that we expect to win out shortly in this very encounter. Away win, that's our verdict. And that takes us to the next game for the day, and it is in Swedish First Division, where we have Malmo will be up against Aeros. Alright, Malmo have been able to achieve 4 victories in the past 6. They've also had 1 draw as well as 1 loss in the past 6 games that they had so far. So on their way side, Cyrus have been able to achieve 2 wins, and they've also had 1 draw as well as 3 losses in the past recent 6 encounters. And when you look at how they have fared from home and away perspective, you can see that Malmo have been able to. They've been doing very well in the past 10 home games. I've seen them winning 9 games out of those 10 games, but they've also had 1 draw. And the away side, Cyrus, on the other hand, have been able to achieve, they've been able to achieve 5 victories in the past. They've been able to achieve 4 victories in the past 10 away games. They've also had 2 draws as well as 4 losses in the past 10 away games. That to show that they're doing average. When you compare to Malmo, and Malmo is actually very strong side, and the head-to-head meetings for both sides, the last 3 times both teams met, but we've seen Malmo being very dominant, winning with a lot of goals. The last 3 games saw Malmo defeating them by 3-0. Prior to that, after that, we saw Malmo also defeating them by 3-1, and the last one, which was in this month, 19th of this month, we saw Malmo also defeating them again from away by 4-3. So in this very encounter, we also expect Malmo to rise to the occasion once again and win this match out shortly. It is the home side to win out shortly. That's our verdict for that very game. Home win. So we predict. And the next is, which is going to be the last for the day, is actually in Belgium Pro League, where we have Dende coming up against Union Saint-Galois. Right, when you look at then the home side, they've had just 1 victory in the past 6 encounters. They've also had 2 losses as well as 3 draws. And the away side, St. Galos have been able to achieve 2 draws and also 4 wins in the past recent 6 games. When you look at how both sides are paired from home and away perspective, you can as well see that then the home side have been they've been doing very well. Seeing that they've had 5 victories in the past 10 home games. They've also had 3 draws as well as 2 losses in the past 10 home games. But the away side, on the other hand, St. Galos have been able to achieve 7 victories playing from away. They've also had 2 draws as well as 1 loss in the past 10 away games. That shows that 70% of their away games that they played out so far have resulted to a victory for that side. So it is a very strong side. As we know, St. Galos are doing very well, and we saw them defeating this side last time. They both met by 3-1, and it is St. Galos that is the strongest side in Belgium at the moment, if you ask me. So we do expect their away side to actually rise to the occasion and win out shortly in this very encounter. It is home away win. That's a verdict for that very encounter. All right, and that brings our football predictions today on Betkraft to a conclusion. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you get goals going. Remember to also play responsibly. This is only a football game. Anything can happen. It can go either way. It does happen most of the time. We always see upsets here and there. But that being said, tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is a Sunday, and we're going to have our Sunday Millionaires games tomorrow. Do not miss out on those games. And I always advocate that you always try it out once in a week. See how it goes. All right, I'll be waiting for you tomorrow for tomorrow's game. But until then, keep winning.